What's up, gamers? My name's Scyushi and we're back again for some more Trove. You'll have to excuse my voice, ladies and gentlemen. Probably sounds a little bit deeper than usual, and that's just because I'm super duper sick. I mean, thankfully I'm well enough that I can still kind of record and talk and stuff, but I can feel a bit of a tickle and a bit of a cough coming on, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But either way, Luxion's back in the hub. I'm gonna probably have another video talking about this more specifically, but we actually have the Leviathan update coming to consoles next week, so that's exciting. But today we're gonna be focusing on just Luxion, so I'll probably have another shorter video that talks about the release date more specifically. And his items aren't that great. I mean, it's going to end up being okay, because obviously it's going to end up being themed with the themed with Christmas and stuff coming around. So as per usual, we got the Golden Horde Dragon Souls, which for those of you that don't know, there's going to end up being in the badges tab, the Golden Horde Dragon Ascension. So by consuming 100 of his Dragon Souls, you'll end up getting like the full-on dragon mount, which is going to end up being this right here. I'll try to end up showing this off in each of the videos pretty much, but I'll also have another video, or a card in the corner that'll end up leading to you basically end up getting a bunch of different mount versions of this. There's one that can fly but can't shoot the cannonballs. There's one that just can't fly. You end up getting a really good starting ally for a physical based character. It's not bad to end up going for these. And ultimately, the Luxion Dragon ends up costing 400 dragon coins and no other resource, so it's an extra 100 dragon coins compared to most dragons at 300, but at the least you're just going to end up just costing the dragon coins, right? Which, my god, my dragon coins are low. And then we got Bound Brilliance, which, if you can afford it, that's definitely something you want to pick up, because this is a otherwise time-gated item, which it sucks that it's time-gated because these items, like the Bound Brilliance, is literally used to craft the gem augmenting items. So that's how you end up getting that sweet max power rank. And unfortunately, there's no way in the game to end up actually farming for these. So definitely pick them up if you can afford it. Luxion is actually overcharging for them, I think. I don't think that they're worth 25 dragon coins, because that's a couple different collection challenges already, unless you get really lucky out of the boxes. But whatever, I mean, that's my 2 cents towards it. And then we got the Luxion style stash. You can end up getting 10 of these, 15 of these, and 5 of these. That's the limited amount, by the way. And the Luxion style stash is going to end up unlocking a random seasonal event pinata or Luxion equipment style that you don't already have. So that basically is going to end up being any of your like weapon styles and junk like that. So these are literally worth like 1 mastery each. Not really worth picking up in the scheme of things, especially considering they're 15 dragon coins a pop. Like, I'd recommend you buy the Dragon Souls if you can, and then the Bound Brilliance will just end up gaining you that much more power rank. Like this 10 of these, even if you end up buying the bronze gem augmenters, that'll give you like maybe 10% towards a gem's specific stat. I don't know if it's going to necessarily be worth it, though. It depends, but you need Bound Brilliance for the silver and gold ones as well, so get wrecked, gamers. And then there's going to end up being the Dervish Wall Trophy. I'm pretty sure this is an old trophy. I think that Luxion always sells like old trophies that don't exist anymore, honestly. But they're just basically a beginner's trap. Like, there's literally no reason to end up going for these. And then I wanted to take a quick little peek here. I already have this equipped on an arcade, but Frovius, yeah, okay, this was an event item, which is why Luxion can only sell you 1. And it's not like a tradable item. It's just going to be something that is going to end up automatically equipping, I guess. But this is going to end up being this guy right here, which it's not like it's bad. I mean, in all honesty, I completely forgot this existed. Like, I do not remember ever seeing this. Like, what event was this from? Like, I really am just at a loss for words here. I don't remember this mount at all. Maybe just because it's, like, so forgettable, because it's just another horse mount. It's not like it's bad. It actually looks pretty okay, just because it's kind of ice-themed and it has the nice VFX going for it. But I legit do not remember this at all, dude. Like, that's so strange. I've never had that happen before where I have no recollection of this at all. But either way, pick that one up if you can, just because you're not going to be able to get outside of this time of year specifically, because Luxion's the only way of getting it. They don't end up having these items repeat in like certain yearly events and stuff like that. So your best bet is to pick it up now. Otherwise, you're gonna have to wait until next year, which sucks. The Festive Face Sleigh, I thought that was, wasn't that from the Chaos Chest? No, that was actually from an event as well, huh? Well, pick this one up if you can for sure, because not only is it worth 100 mastery, it's tradable too. The fact that I can buy it and I already have it means that it's a tradable item. And I mean, I don't know if I would say that this is an item. Let's see what people are selling it for. 175k. Okay, so maybe after the Luxion ends up leaving, you could sell it for 200, maybe 300k. This is, of course, PC prices. It would end up being adjusted differently for PS4 and Xbox, but maybe something worth investing in. Honestly speaking, I actually really like this mount. Like, there's just something about it, you know? Like, it's got a nice trail video effects, which just reminds me of, like, Tron bikes and stuff like that. It doesn't really have any jump effects or anything like that, but it does glide, and it has a really cool, like, kind of Christmassy trail that comes behind it, and I just really like this mount. I don't know. Maybe other players do as well, and that's why the price of it is considerably high, considering what it is, but, I mean, I recommend it just because it's really cool, you know, it gets you in the spirit of things, which is nice, and not to mention the presents and stuff. I want the same mount, but I want like reindeer on the front of it that would you'd just be able to rotate and they'd clip all over the place. That'd be so hilarious. And then there's gonna be the Snowfest log. Now, fun fact about the Snowfest log is that this was actually the first ever rolling mount that was ever added to the game. Now, you guys have probably seen this type of a mount reskinned on multiple characters, you know. Not multiple characters, multiple mounts. Sorry, guys. Since I'm sick, like, my brain is really, really slow. But anyways, this was the first original, the OG of this, and we've since had a couple iterations of it. None of them as interesting as the Snowfest log. Like, I actually really like this mount just because it's got a unique animation and it's kind of hilarious. I kind of wish that they had just a normal log as well as an alternative, but it doesn't have any extra VFX or anything like that. It's just got a really, really nice, unique animation style to it, which is great. Like, seriously, even when you jump, boop, like, see how it kind of does a little bit of a bounce afterwards? I love that. That's going to end up being tradable as well, so pick that up if you can. And the Shooting Snowfest, I think this is a Luxion. Yeah, this is a Luxion exclusive. So, oh gosh, sorry guys, I keep having to swallow. My throat is just getting so dry. But this right here is going to end up being yet another item that you can only ever buy around this time of year. So if you can, guys, and you plan on playing Trove for a very long time, I'd recommend that you get these out of the way as quick as possible. It's not that they're the best items, it's that there's not going to be any other way of getting them. You're literally going to have to wait until next year, which is insane. Like, seriously, I don't even know why this one is 100 dragon coins compared to the 90 that you get from this, which is a much cooler mount, because this one sucks. It's awful. It's like 3 colors, as you would expect from the developers. Doesn't really have that much VFX, and is stupid. Like, why am I floating on a star, and why am I flying on it this way instead of, like, you know, sideways properly? Better yet, why isn't it a carpet mount and I'm flying on the carpet, you know? I think it does glide though. Yes, it does. VFX are okay just because kind of shooting star makes me think of Mario RPG, honestly, even though the placement of the VFX is actually awful because it's actually just a reskin of, I think, the rocket mount that you can get out of Trove's Wonder. And so because of it, you see when we turn that the fire VFX actually comes out of the wrong side of it, which is just generally weird. I don't know. I mean, I know somebody in the comments is going to be like, I love that mount, but it's not my favorite. I just don't like the idea that it's only a couple colors. I would have rather had like a Christmas tree mount that I'm just inside the Christmas tree and it hops around or something like Mario Odyssey, right? Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, anyways, that's that, gamers. That's all Luxion's inventory for this week. It's not great, but it certainly isn't awful, that's for sure. Thanks for watching, though. Really appreciate it. If you guys don't already know, you can actually use the sign-up link in the description. And if you do that, you'll and then end up buying anything out of the store, I'll end up making a cut of it. It really, really helps me out more than you guys know. And a big shout out to Game Ago for giving me the opportunity to do that. And for those of you that end up actually going through with it. And then otherwise, you can end up buying some of the merch, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's entirely up to you guys, but I would appreciate, regardless, you smash like, sub for more. Have yourselves a great day, everybody. Sayonara, and stay epic as always, gamers.